Hi, there's a slide prepper here. Now, I'm always asking a lot of questions, curious about things, but many people wonders what a environmental prepper is, or environment prepper, however you choose to use the word. Basically, bottom line is they're worried about nature itself or the environment around them that creates the prepper part. Usually it's something that has happened to them that has created this situation to get them to thinking about what they need to do in a situation. Whether it's due to earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, volcanoes, whatever it is, climate change, it has created this. Have you ever went 2 weeks without lights because the lights was out? I mean, you totally had everything in the freezer and it went bad. You know, the meat went bad, everything went bad. So you went out and ate. But what if you couldn't go out and eat? I mean, what if there was no place to get food to eat? What if everything's totally shut down? Now, this is what people are looking at. Power goes out for whatever reason. People, gets fanatic, gets crazy, total blackout, no way to get food, no way to get this, no way to get that. So they think about this. They've done went through this time period. If you don't have a gas, natural gas or whatever, have a way to cook your food, you're just up the creek, basically. But most people lives off of fast food, restaurant food, and they pack everything in freezers. I've talked to people that says, yeah, we've been packing up food and putting it in the freezer and backing it up to have it. But what if that power goes out? So that's what someone has experienced, and they look at that in that situation that has created that prepper. Someone has been caught in hurricanes and tornadoes where the land flooded, water everywhere, dirty water, food went bad because of the flood or the hurricane or whatever the reason is. And it caused them to start prepping by keeping extra water and things in that area. Many areas has never been affected by a lot of this stuff, and they're not prepared for it. I mean, in New York, they've told people, even though we have not had hurricanes or anything drastic along the coastline of New York as of yet, it is a wise thing for people within 5 miles of the coastline to keep extra water and things on them in case something should happen. So for many reasons, it's because of the location. Many of them, if you live close to Yellowstone Park, a lot of them's worried about the eruptions there. They say, oh, it'll never happen to be a blah, 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 but we don't know. Climate changes there all the time. Has man created a lot of this problem? Yes. But it's nature itself, too, is changing. It's changing in a constant day. That's why more and more companies are trying to change a lot of their ways now because, bottom line, they're on them. Another thing is they're trying to find other energy source besides oil because oil ain't the big money maker like it used to be. They're trying to prepare to change over into other areas. But nonetheless, that's an environmental prepper has usually had something happen to them. They've learned to keep extra food, extra water on hand. Many of them has went out and bought waterproof containers to keep things in hand. Many of them has disguised their containers to keep their food safe because there's going to be looters out there in the event of something should happen. Many of them has learned how to take shooting courses, learned how to use other weapons, has even taken basic self-defense courses to defend themselves in the situation. Stocked up on their medication in case something should happen, should last them a few weeks longer, or in situations like that. It's not an easy situation, an easy choice on it to be a prepper of any kind. Some of them gets way out there, and I understand that. You think they're crazier than a June bug. You think they're wearing aluminum foil hats and stuff. But there may be a basis behind some of their craziness. Something happened caused them to be that way. Maybe they do have mental issues. But the fact is, if something does happen, that crazy person you're going to count on in an environmental situation. So yes, many preppers are environmental preppers for different reasons. A lot of it's where they live at. They have to figure out how they're going to survive and what they are going to do in a situation. Something happened to them, most likely in the past. Many of them grew up in a prepper style lifestyle, so it's passed on from one generation to another. So the environmental preppers are very important to society. They're not really crazy. They just want to have that extra supply. Having a couple weeks worth of extra food can mean a difference. In the United States, we've had 2 or 3 states that has been affected by pollution in the water. You've seen videos of them standing in line with pitchers of things to get water. Many of them, they depend on the government to have these things. They have become dependent on the society to have the water, to have the shelter, to have the food. But those who have went through the time period without it end up becoming environmental preppers because they do not want to be caught basically with their pants down again. Whether they want to be caught with their pants down or the bloomers down around the knees is a choice. They do not want to be again. Even if they keep just a couple weeks extra supply of food, that couple weeks can mean a difference whether they are going to survive during that time period or not. It's not easy. You may be eating a lot of rice and beans. You may be drinking a lot of bottled water. You may be drinking your own filtered water or whatever. You may be having to filter your own urine in order to survive. But nonetheless, environmental predators have been created due to nature. Bottom line. And man has created many of these problems for the people who are facing it now. So yes, environmental preppers are very important in their lifestyle. Their knowledge is very important in their lifestyle. They're not all crazy. It's just things that has happened to make them one. So this is Life Prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.